Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. Last time out we worked on Cincinnati and we made this sort of sunken station so we can get a bridge over it. We can probably get another bridge over it if we wanted to, and at least it just keeps the rails out of the way and everything so that we can actually have the city build up over here without too much of an issue. As you can see, there's space for the city to actually build without the rails getting too much in the way and things being all messed up. Right, this episode, there's a few things we need to do. First of all, we need to figure out where this is going. So, really... Oh, hello. Okay. Maybe it would have been worth just keeping that in the tunnel the whole way then. Until there. If that actually is possible, I think I might... No, actually, no. We'll have a little bit of a gap in the tunnel. Why not? Kinda looks fancy. It looks fancy having that little gap in the tunnel. Now, the question is... Should I be running straight towards Washington with this track? Oh look, there's passengers in Washington now. That's great. Oh, and there's passengers in Pittsburgh. In fact, they've built up all the way up to the bridges here. That's pretty cool. No. What we can do is we can go Columbus, and like I said, that's what I was planning, wasn't I? Oh no, that was Indianapolis that was going that way. Okay, what we'll do is Cincinnati, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Philadelphia, or something, and then we'll do Indianapolis, which can go Cincinnati that way, or it can go up Toledo, Detroit, which will join onto the Chicago, Fort Wayne, Toledo, Cleveland, or Chicago, Fort Wayne, Detroit, Toronto line. So much to do, right? No. What we'll do is we just need these outside. That's all we need. So it gives the city a chance to build. So there we go. Now that's an area where the city can actually build. That looks weird. I do wonder whether I can keep that in a tunnel. No. Come on, let me keep this in a tunnel. No, of course not. There must be a way. Yeah, actually, there probably is a way. Cut back. Lift up. There we go. Even out. And that should stay in the tunnel now. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. There we go. That's now staying in the tunnel all the way. Great. So it allows Cincinnati to grow all the way on top without any issues whatsoever. Apart from a really ugly tunnel entrance, which I'm sure we can do something to. Okay. So we've got that out, which means we can now complete this road here. So I think we just sit like that, up and down the hill. Why not? That looks fine to me. Now we can just let Cincinnati grow, but to do that we need to extend this line, this Chicago line. So let's find that line. Chicago, Indianapolis. Rename it Chicago, Cincinnati. And we're going to go after Indianapolis, over here. Yeah, you can pick whichever platform you want. And back here, and then back over all the way to Chicago. Yeah, that's great. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Of course, that's not enough trains to go on here. And I've put some signals off camera just in the middle, over here. So what we need to do is start running a couple more trains. Now, are we going to run the General, or are we going to just stick with this Baldwin 6? I think we'll stick with the Baldwin 6 wheels for now, because that's what the trains are at the moment. So we'll just do, I'd say another, should we say 2? Yeah, let's go another 2. And I'll send them both on their way, and we will come back to them later on in this episode. What we're going to do though is we need to do some work in Chicago, because with this train station being the way it is, it's very big. We're going to need to work out how to get passengers or just get things over from this side over to this side. So from Chicago and the south side and the seaboard and all that kind of area, I think, is it Wrigley Field or something? I think. Over to this side. What's this side called? Wheaton, Naperville, Downers Grove, that area. So we're going to have to work out what we're going to do to get them over from this side of Chicago to this side of Chicago. We don't want classic east versus west, or in this case northeast versus southwest. But we need to work that out. And of course we've got all these stuck in the middle here. Like, what are you doing? That's not going to help anybody. So step 1, demolish. And it's horrible because we have to demolish these things, but it's the only way I can do this. And then we will do this. One building will be removed. Fine. We're actually going to do a straight set of lines out of this. Like so. Now, interestingly enough, these lines should all be completely and perfectly parallel, I'm hoping. Oh, they're all going to be parallel. Hang on, no, the radius of the curve. I don't know how they've worked these radius. If they worked out the radius so that each platform is exactly the same length, then these will be parallel. These will not be parallel. But it looks like they are parallel, which means it's the platform length that do change. So yeah, that inside platform is distinctly shorter than the outside platform over there. It's fine. You just have to bear that in mind when we're having the really long trains. If you have a full 360 meter train, we need to make sure it can stop on the right platform. There we go. Now, the reason I'm doing this is just to block it off for now. Odds are I might join up a few of these lines together. And what I'll do with that is then we can have them split off. And we don't have 8 lines going out this way. There's just no need for it. There's no need for 8 lines going out this way, unless we're actually passing. Unless we want to pass some freight through. But that's going to stop anybody building on this side. So at least this side is roughly covered. I do wonder though, if I was to try and build something like this over it, would it? Bridge pillar collision. Yeah, see, they're not far enough apart, but it is possible. It is possible to do this. So at least we know what we can do. In fact, that's not a bad idea. We'll work on that approach at some point. We will work on that approach. What we want to do though is we want to work out a tunnel. We need a tunnel underneath here. So where's a major road? If we could tunnel underneath from... Uh-oh. See now, if we were to tunnel underneath from here, that's quite a steep tunnel, actually. To be completely honest, that's very steep. I don't like that. Oh, this is not good. Actually, we could essentially do a tunnel if we were to extend this road. Right, delete this little bit there. There, here we go. This is an idea. So we extend this road round like this, and then we start tunneling So we'd have to go... not far. There we go. That's fast enough. It's a bit steep, but you delete that road. So we go from here, and we immediately start. Which is not terribly steep. That's not terribly steep. You don't want to go too far down either. So we just need it to enter a tunnel, which at that point is great. Yep. And then from here, we don't want it to go down anymore. We need it to sort of stay. There we go. Stay level. Alright. Brilliant. And all we just need it to stay level just long enough for it to get through here. Can it come back up by any chance? It can as well. We can actually just make it come back up very slowly up to that point. Actually, I'm fairly happy with that. There. And then we find a main road to connect it to. Which at the moment, I think this is the only main road we've got. Like so. And then we can just connect all the side roads up to it. There we go. Medium street here, and medium street here. And that's one massive way across from... yes, that's one major way across to the two sides. Which is good. And if we were to build another bridge and potentially another tunnel, that's 3 ways across. That should be more than enough. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Now, let's have a quick look at Cincinnati. Anybody deciding to do things around here? No. No? Nobody's decided to do anything. Here comes the first train, though. Let's watch this one come in. Cool. Simple, effective, nobody waiting. I think it's possibly because, I'll tell you what we should have done. That's what we should have done. That is really what we should have done. Second Street connection. Why did I not think of that? So we're going to think of it now. Yeah, you need to go away. I don't know why they do this. Those 3 buildings cause a nightmare. See, look what they've gone and done now. They've caused havoc here. So we're going to have to sort this out now. No, you're not. We're going to do this first. Apply. I'm going to put that bridge back in. See, now look what's happened. Because of those... no, you know what? Pause this. See, that is what you have to try and avoid. And that's something that they really need to work on in this, actually. Is stopping the AI from building in such a stupid fashion. Because that is not a clever way in which to build anything. There we go. So that should be... yeah, it should be doable now. At least this ballast track mod comes in very handy here. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Now we can just continue. I wonder if there's a way to get this up quite quickly. Oh yeah, there is. It's just literally up like that. That's not even that steep. There we go. We'll take it. We will take that. Okay. I said we were going to work on Columbus today. Or, actually I said either Columbus or up this way. I think maybe Milwaukee is the next stop of choice. Now the town centre's there. There's a hill right here. I don't have much in the way of station ideas. Obviously Milwaukee is not going to be a main station. I know Milwaukee is the capital of... is it the capital of Wisconsin? I think. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. So I know it is a major city, as are most of these cities. You know, Milwaukee, Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Detroit, Toronto, obviously up there, Ottawa, Washington, Philadelphia. I know these are all major cities. I've only put a very few minor cities in. But this is going to be interesting. Which then begs the question again, why do I need 8 of these? I can just sort of narrow them all up and we could do with, I don't know, 4. But this is going to be an issue again. Actually, I guess I could just cut right through the middle here. Let's see what it looks like. No curvature. Something straight through the middle like that. That's not bad. Yeah, I think we can do that, you know. I think that's possible. In fact, I think we will. I think we will. What's going to be going in and out of Milwaukee? Anything from Green Bay. From Sault Ste. Marie. If we're going to have some docks here, possibly something coming in. Well, no, it's just going to be out of that. We don't have to worry about that. Sudbury, I'm thinking we're probably going to go this way. By the way, have a look at this. Look at the way they've built this up. Apart from that bit, ignore that bit. That's pretty poor planning. But this is turning into a huge area already, and I'm not doing anything to it. So, that being said, this is even bigger. Yeah. Okay, so really we're just going to have, at most, we're going to have it coming in from Sault Marie, Green Bay, Milwaukee. We only need a 2-track station in here. Wow, that's going to be the smallest station we have. Unless we do this, we can drop freight off at this station. I've been told that you can drop freight off at a passenger train station. I know we can do it at passenger road station. So if we can do it at a passenger train station, then that would be pretty cool. So 360 meters. Obviously, the freight trains are going to be a lot longer. Unless we run shorter freight trains to certain places. Essentially, we could run that by road, actually, the freight. It can run the freight by road. And let Chicago be the depot for it. Or the distribution yard for it. Okay, let's go 2-track. We'll see if there's anything we can do afterwards. So we wanted to really just slot in about there. So we'll pause this, do some deletion of roads, and we'll see if we can just slot it in. Perfect, actually. Just like, turn it around, do it that way, just like so. Okay, and we'll connect up a medium street here, and we'll connect up a medium street there. Like that. We'll turn those into large streets as time goes on. I'm not too fond of the way this is doing what it's done, simply because I was thinking we could possibly use docks going from up here to down here as well. There's so much we can do. There is so much we can do. So if I just do that and then see if I can connect it up to any random track over here. Let's take the second set of tracks now. We've used the first set. Let's take the second set. How does that look? As a matter of fact, that doesn't do anything I don't really want it to do. So I can actually take that. See, over on this end, it's kind of easier as well. Oh, hello. Yeah. Run a train all the way across that, why don't we? Yeah, over on this side, it's so much easier to be able to run these things. So we do that. And we don't need it that. There we go, that will do. 30 miles an hour. Right, I'll pop in the waypoints. Here we go. platforms. Oh yeah, look at these signals. Kind of cool. Right. And we'll put in some of these, or we'll put one in just here. And I suppose we can put some in right slap bang in the middle. One on that side, one on that side. And that's not slap bang in the middle, is it? I forgot that this area, I thought that was a station for a moment. That's fine. It's alright. No big deal. Look at these guys building up houses right up to the trackside. Fantastic. And then we'll have a crossover here. Like so. Signal out here. And a couple of waypoints for platforms. Ooh, come on. Can I not? Okay, we can do it there. And a couple of waypoints for platforms. What is that? 11 and 12 northbound, southbound. Southbound 11 and 12. Well, actually, we can say that's the north side, so it's north 11 and 12. We'll have to name those waypoints as well. We'll have to do that. But there we go. That brings us to the end of that episode. Next episode, we're going to... I think we might just get a train running on here. We might have to sort out another depot or something. Actually, we could possibly run it in from right all the way down here. We can run a train in, and we'll just switch it over onto that. In fact, that's how we'll end. So I will connect up these lines whilst I'm doing my outro. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. Leave a comment in the comments box below. This is going to change, by the way, so don't worry. If you're on Twitch, please hit the thumbs up button and do follow me on Twitch. Again, thank you very much for watching, and do leave a comment. I think there's a comments area on Twitch as well. I could have just joined them up over there. An idiot. Oh well. Never mind. Last but not least, do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. Your support would be massively, massively appreciated. Next episode, Milwaukee-Chicago line. In fact, we might even do Milwaukee-Chicago-St. Louis if we really, really want to. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll try and connect up Columbus. We'll try and work out if we can sort of start sorting out Detroit. In fact, maybe we'll start doing Detroit-Toledo and start working on that 20th Century Limited line, so Buffalo and out. We'll have to see. Let me know in the comments box what you want to see next. One more episode in this recording session, so next episode I won't be able to see it, but after that I should be able to see what you guys want. I'll see you guys in the next episode.